So we got set up on a blind date. She's in a sorority and I'm in a fraternity. So they had a dance party and one of Resa's sisters were out looking for dates for the residents that didn't have dates yet. So they called some of my friends up and they were like, oh, let's put them two together.
I was in my room, like eating a cheeseburger, and one of my sorority sisters calls me. She's like, hey Resa, I got you a date to your formal. She's like, you need to text him, here's his number, and you need to say thank you. And I was like, oh, like I was bad. And so then all of a sudden I texted him back and I was like, thank you.
And then I went to pick her up for the first time so we could just meet before that date party so it wasn't weird. And we went on a date and we got lost and I drove through some guy's yard and we ended up at Red Robin where my parents were at that same night, so we ended up meeting everybody.
We went to the dance and we went to 2 in a row because he asked me to his the night before, and we just never stopped dancing since then.
Her personality. I haven't ever met anybody that's just so nice all the time to everybody. I think she's got the best smile I've ever seen, and just her humor and everything is just perfect, and I love every part about it. I'm just excited, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with her and the journeys that we're going to go through, and go step by step together with her. It should be fantastic.
I think last night I realized, seeing everybody up there, I remember just praying as a little girl, God, whoever comes into my life, just make that day the most perfect day. It's incredible. It's the most unbelievable feeling in my life.
get to the love story, Resa enters the picture, and Greg was going to WSU, and he told me about this wonderful girl that I just had to meet. And I said, well, of course I'm going to meet her. I have to give you my approval. So when Resa and I finally met, I remember the first thing that struck me about Resa was her smile. And I say that because she is always constantly smiling, always laughing, always having a great time and being optimistic. And that's what I knew. I knew very early on that Greg and Resa were going to go ahead and make it. And so I just want to wish you guys the best. And let's go ahead and raise a toast to Greg and Resa. Resa, you're not just getting one person in this marriage. You're getting at least two, because I'm not going anywhere. To Greg and Resa.
So when Resa first asked me to be her maid of honor, I of course did the normal girl thing and cried my eyes out because I was so touched. And then it hit me that I was going to give a speech, and I got a little nervous. And then I came to town last weekend, and the Cottons informed me how many of you were actually going to be here, and I kind of went into freak out mode. But I want Resa and Greg to look around this room, because there are a lot of people here, and you have so much love and support. And I don't think they're here only for the free food and booze, but I think they're here to support you. We've been there for each other through some of the hardest times of our lives. Through breakups, life-changing decisions, and the loss of those we love the most. Though we have shared a lot of tears, we have shared so much more laughter. We have held each other up and hugged each other close, and we loved, and we have created a lifetime of memories. Resa, I am so proud of the woman that you have become, and so honored that I have gotten to stand by your side, not just today, but for your whole life. If a couple was ever made for each other, it's Resa and Greg. Please join me in raising your glass. I think I speak for everyone in wishing them a very happy marriage together. May the joys that you share today be the beginning of a lifetime of great happiness and love. So cheers.
One night, Resa and I were talking very serious, and it was late. And I just told her, I said, girl, whoever you're married has to treat you at least like Greg treats you. Because, and this is when I talked myself into Greg, when I was talking to her, realistically. But Greg treats her like gold. Greg treats her like she's the most important person in his life. And, and when he's with her, I could just see he loved her, and he loves her. And so, a wise man once told me they're not good enough until they're good enough. And at that point, I knew Greg was good enough. So, at this time, I'd like to have a toast for a life long and happy together. Resa, Marie, and Greg.